My next patron question is from the Cinematic Bandicoot, who wants to know about the future of the storied animation technique. Do you think stop-motion animation will ever make a comeback? They used to be some of the most celebrated films long ago, making more than twice their budget at the box office. But since the 2010s, they've been making less and less money with each passing year, as computer-animated films became the norm. Aardman has yet to surpass Chicken Run, the highest-grossing stop-motion feature, even when churning out amazing films like Pirates and Adventure with Scientists, Early Man, and Shaun the Sheep, with the sequel being sold to Netflix. Laika, despite winning a Golden Globe, suffered a huge financial loss with Missing Link, which is a complete 180 from Coraline's financial performance in 2009. Even a majority of Disney Plus's Spark shorts seem to be mostly computer animated. It feels like the future of stop motion is getting bleaker as they make less money than other animated films. But what's your take on the subject? That's a fascinating question. It is disappointing to see audiences not watching the newest stop-motion animated movies, despite the incredible amount of creativity displayed in them. I don't think it's so much rejection of the art form as much as it is a lack of marketing. Missing Link, Early Man, and Kubo and the Two Strings did not seem to have much awareness among the general public, and I blame that a lot more on the film's distributors than on the animation studios making the movies. Isle of Dogs pulled in solid numbers with the art house crowd that often flocked to Wes Anderson films, because Fox Searchlight really pushed it at that audience. Family viewers, who films like Early Man and Missing Link often marketed towards, probably did not know those movies were coming out. Laika's dwindling numbers are especially sad to see, and if their CEO was not the son of the founder of Nike, Laika would probably have closed up shop a while ago. Aardman appears to be doing well with their commercials as well as merchandise sales for their properties like Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep. Shaun the Sheep is actually massively popular in Japan and other countries, which is what helped his movie make over $100 million worldwide. Aardman has succeeded at being independent, and that makes me happy. They are currently working on a sequel to Chicken Run, so maybe that will allow them to reach box office heights again. Meanwhile, we have Tim Burton and Wes Anderson, who occasionally dabble in stop-motion animation. As of this recording, Burton's next film has not been announced yet, and maybe it will be a stop-motion film for all we know. While it appears major studios like Disney and Warner Brothers and Paramount are not investing in stop-motion movies anymore, there is one major company who is: Netflix. They are producing Henry Selick's next film, Wendell and Wild, in addition to Guillermo del Toro's stop-motion animated adaptation of Pinocchio. Aardman is also collaborating with Netflix on a few projects, including a holiday special. Netflix is investing a lot in animation, and it's good to see stop-motion is part of their plans. I can even see Laika making movies for Netflix in the future. In the theatrical space, I think this form of animation needs a distributor willing to get the word out there, as well as a release date that does not get it swallowed up by bigger movies. One studio I can actually see doing this is Sony Pictures. Sony previously collaborated with Aardman on the Pirates Band of Misfits, and in fact the Sony chiefs even pushed for the film to be stop motion. Right now, Sony Animation is currently working with the studio behind Robot Chicken on a stop-motion live-action series titled Super Bago. This was originally developed as a feature film, until they decided the story was better suited to a television series. Sony Pictures Animation is experimenting a lot these days, and after playing around with CG animation in the likes of Into the Spider-Verse and Connected, I can see them producing a stop-motion film in the future. The audience is out there for these movies, as proven by the enduring popularity of The Nightmare Before Christmas and Wallace and Gromit. You just need to let them know they exist. Thank you for your questions, Cinematic Bandicoot.